Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Charlotte's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Cobb. Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The 49ers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Floats it out in space. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Makes the catch. It's Thorne. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the 49ers are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the 49ers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Pushes ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they've got him down after completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. So Navy's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead.
On the set. Lasso.
To the air, it's Cobb. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thorne. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. The 49ers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Traore. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. They've got the screen set up. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage.
Just steamrolling the defense. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Cobb. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Thorne. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the 49ers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Navy will go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Gets it out quickly. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Navy! Once he got some room, it was over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Back to throw, it's Cobb. Puts it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Finds his big tight end. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The 49ers will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Navy will have to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Cobb. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Got it.
And the 49ers getting set on 1st and 10.
Jackrabbit.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Gentry. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The 49ers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Niners.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, running back gets the give. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Powell. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. First down and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He might want another play. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Traore. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
29 Phillies. 2-9 Phillies.
Back to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Powers through. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle.
Turning it on. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, midshipman. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Might as well give it to him again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Grab near the marker. It's Gentry. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Thorne. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The 49ers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Cobb. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Cobb. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
got his man out of the backfield. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. He breaks the tackle. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The 49ers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On the option. He'll pitch it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option for the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
And the 49ers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Get set, get set.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Looking to throw, it's Cobb. Gets it to him on the screen. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Navy will go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
To the ground on the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
3rd down play from the gun. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. They want that clock to run. Oh, what a move. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Cobb. Makes the grab. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Gentry. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Gentry.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The 49ers will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fears the pressure. Trying to get rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Got a man, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Scanning the field, it's Cobb. Oh, they're after him. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slips away. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Handoff to the single running back. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early